Welcome to the Sheryl Underwood Show. I've just started to hear techno music.
I know, huh?
It's
like, what is that?
That was Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull on the floor.
I felt like I wanted to Vogue.
Okay, wait a minute. You got me with that one. You went all the way back to the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
Crack research team. When were they voguing? Before gay people. I mean, we're going to Madonna.
That's hilarious.
It's right. Because Madonna thinks she's the one that put it out there, but really
They
gay people was voguing.
They were voguing in the clubs
Okay.
and on the runway.
And if you are gay and you're willing to tell us, or because we don't know the answer, because all August is Ask Sheryl Underwood Show. We don't know the answer, but we're going to find out the answer when voguing first started. Our crack research team going to research that. Give us a call at 855-369-9898 and tweet us at Foxxhole. We got a lot of news stories. And Stacey, it looked like me and you is on the takeoff. That's a beautiful blouse you have on. She has a beautiful rose-colored blouse on.
It's peach.
It's peach?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was your sorority colors. All the AKAs call in right now, 855-369-9898. Or tweet us if you can see. Matter of fact, you need to take a picture. Don't you have a camera on your website?
No.
Not your face. Not your face, the blouse. I know how you feel because I feel the same way.
No makeup on.
Right. Not the face. Matter of fact, take a picture of just the blouse.
And I'll put it on my.
Yes.
I don't know if I have my
Okay, wait a minute.
Upload it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do it from my camera phone. And take a picture of just the blouse. You can do it from your phone, TT?
Just the blouse.
Just the blouse. Just the blouse. We're going to tweet it, just the blouse. So everyone can see this beautiful blouse.
No guys talking about my boobs.
Talk about them right now. Okay.
Now,
it's beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna put it on Twitter.
It's like the boob picture.
Right, we're gonna put it we're looking at the blouse. Ladies are looking at the blouse. Fellas, look at whatever you want. And we're going to put it on Twitter at Foxxhole, and we want to tell you how beautiful this blouse is and the beautiful color.
And don't ask me if it was cold in the studio.
Oh, my gosh. It is Tuesday, August the 9th. And let me tell you something. It's so much news going on. Let's get some happy news. The stocks rose because
yes. I was happy to see that.
Okay, so what do you think was going down? First, they were talking about President Obama like he was a dog when it was going down, huh?
Right. And then I think that because he did that when he did the State of Address, that he basically said, okay, you guys need to get it together. You know, and it wasn't me. And, this is a strong economy.
Right.
And I think they said, okay, well, now we're going to buy. Or buy.
Because stocks is built on emotion. And I heard, and some other people might have confirmed this, but call in. Somebody said, remember when President Obama gave his speech? He always looked cool, like ain't nothing bothering him. Ain't no worries.
Ain't he cool as a cucumber?
Yeah, he always cool, like ain't nothing going on.
Exactly, just calm down.
But then
I got this.
And he said he was on the phone with this boy Warren Buffett, who he don't know money. He took the some more line. Y'all don't know money like I know money. Some more. Matter of fact, you need to call in this show and tell us how you handle them stocks since you know money.
Yeah.
And you're not broke out there. But give us a call, 855-369-9898. But when President Obama said he talked to Warren Buffett, I heard Warren Buffett made a call, said, look, stop acting like wimps. Stop acting crazy.
Get it together.
Yeah, because I'm losing money, and if I'm losing money,
y'all, you losing money.
Absolutely. So look, if you believe or you want to ask us any question, 855-369-9898 or tweet us at Foxxhole. We're going to read your tweets. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, are we on Facebook yet? I think we're on Facebook in some way. Facebook at Foxxhole. Okay, we got to figure out how we get into our Facebook stuff. And we want you to talk to us. But if you have a question for anybody on this show, and some food is coming from Earl's
Grill on Crenshaw.
Oh, my God. I am so excited. And I'm still trying to lose weight for the hoodies and for the United Negro College Fund. Well, I guess they don't call it. It's UNCF. They don't call it.
I heard you guys, it was a sold-out comedy show. Congratulations.
It's a comedy show sold out?
That's what they said on the radio this morning.
Okay.
It's
really?
sold out. Yeah, I heard Steve say it. Yeah.
Wow. So if anybody want to come to it, I don't know how you getting in. But, they may do something. I don't know. The hoodie's going to be off the chain. Anybody coming from the hoodies, give us a call at 855-369-9898. Food from Earl's. Sundress. Where's Coco Brown? Sundress. We're going to take a quick break. We want to hear from you. Ask any question, and we will all go to our computers. We will all go to our iPads, our iPods, everything, so we can find out. Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead and play that Jennifer Hudson.
That's my
Matter
jam.
of fact, we are dedicating this to Warren Buffett and President Obama for keeping all our money in the spotlight. Get up, Stacey. Don't forget to look at Stacey Blouse. It's on Twitter right now. We'll be taking more of your calls. It's apricot.
It is apricot.
Let's name a color for it. It's salmon. It's your sorority colors. We'll be right back with more Sheryl Underwood Show right after this break. Welcome back to the Sheryl Underwood Show. We're dedicating this song to Kyle Irby, Culture Club, Miss Meeple.
Funny.
Let me tell you. Okay, go on, get on the mic and tell why me and you are laughing.
Is that an inside joke?
Yeah, well, now it's going to be outside now. Somewhere and you were singing.
No.
Okay,
This song came on, and I was bobbing my head like, oh, that was the cut back of the day. You miss me.
I thought you were doing the WAP, and I thought you were singing.
It was going down. You look good, but today, Sheryl, what's going on?
Hey, everybody looking good on the show today. Was want my daughters? It's better than Petticoat Jackson. Look how beautiful everybody looking today. Well, you know what? Only time I look good when I gotta go out of town. Yeah, I ain't dressing up for y'all.
Yeah, Sheryl, you look sexy.
Hey, you know what?
I like that top. It looks comfortable.
You know what? It is. I think it's BB. I gotta see what it. Yeah, but I like the V-neck in it. Thank you, Nordstrom's, for doing my bra fitting. I am now officially a 40D. I think a 40D. 40D.
Oh, okay.
A 38 double D. Or 40.
But damn.
I think I've come down a little since I lost a little weight. My boobs
that's
are
what
like
I'm
the
trying to
first
get
thing to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to come down for, and I like to thank them for all my undergarments that I'm going to try my dresses. We'll talk about that in entertainment. Why I had to get them a shout out while I remembered it. But the other thing is, Adele cut down my Vivica. You know, I bought all those Vivicas. Well, this is the synthetic Vivica, which travels really well. But I like to wear the wig first and then let it get matted and everything and smoky and everything. Right. And then Dale cuts it down for me. And he cut down the Vivica where it still has its own style and shape. Because I'm not tall like Glenda. See, Glenda, you can wear a Vivica straight out the bag.
Okay.
Because you got the height for it.
Okay.
Because of the length. But I will say, Vivica, please call into the show, 855-369-9898. And you're welcome anytime you want to come by and tell us about your wig line. Because they're excellent wigs for reasonable prices.
Oh.
So, I'm digging it. And I didn't even understand highlights, and she did the doggone thing. Because there's little highlights in this. And then he cut the bangs a little bit.
Dale cut the bangs?
Yeah, he cut the bangs a little bit.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, so I didn't look like a thing or it or what's that thing on Addams Family. So we're talking about President Obama with the stocks and with the economy. Now, they say they're going to cut interest rate. They're going to keep interest rates low all the way to 2013.
That's good.
Is that a good thing? Tell us why, Stacey, because you know all that stuff.
Because for those who are able to buy a house, would be able to get good deals on them.
But should you still refinance stuff?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that would also, move the economy because people are going to want to get lower mortgages.
Really?
So, like, if you currently got a 5 point something, like it was a lot during the whole, I guess, crash. Like a lot of people were left with what they thought were low interest rates at 5 and 4, but they've even gone down to 3 and 2. So if you're able to get like a 2, that can like cut your mortgage by a good $500 or $700.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you refinance to get a different rate.
Yes, to get it right. But the thing is, right now, they really is so stringent on people qualifying.
Right. Okay.
So that's the difficult part.
So you'd have to have pristine credit. You'd have to have at least what?
Well, it really depends on the bank. A lot of banks, they've been burned so bad they want you to have pristine credit. But there are some other little secondary booty banks that will probably
booty bank. Booty bank.
Yeah, they just
booty bank. Booty bank.
Just
booty bank.
Like it's not Chase or Wells Fargo.
Booty bank. That's a good commercial. Glenda, Glenda, that's a good commercial.
Booty bank.
Are you going to a booty bank? Do they give you money whenever you ask for it? Bank. Especially late at night.
Deposit your booty.
Bank. That's right. It's a booty call.
Booty bank.
And a booty teller. And a booty. It be a dude just handing you money. It don't be a machine. It be a dude just handing you money.
That's funny.
But is that a good thing? Okay, is a booty bank a good thing because you can get
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but because especially if you're able to get it for, it depends. Like, if you can get it for a good 30 years or 15-year mortgage, you can get it a lower interest rate. And that way, you'll be able to pay off your mortgage a lot sooner.
Okay, so what we're
sound like
saying,
an expert.
right? You are the expert on this show. That's why we got the whole month of August calling ask questions. So all the mortgage questions will go to you. But what I dug about it was booty in our community is a good thing, and it's a good thing in our Armenian community if you're a Kardashian. So if you are a booty bank, that's a good bank. Now we're not saying you're a bad bank.
Right.
We're saying
So
you're just a bank that helps somebody out
right
late at night.
Yeah.
When they need, yeah,
like the check cash.
That's right. That's right. Like Knicks,
yeah,
or the currency exchange right on Saturday night to Halstead.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's still there. Somebody called me from Chicago.
Or cash for cars.
Really? Yeah, I used to do that right near the airport. Give us a call 855-369-9898. Jason from Wyoming is on the phone. Jason, welcome to the Sheryl Underwood Show.
Cheryl?
Hey, darling.
Up?
Hey.
Oh man, you guys, I just love to listen to you guys, man. I'm just like jamming out,
Thank you, man.
So where are you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
Of course, man.
Huh?
Jamaica, of course.
Oh,
Jamaica.
wonderful. What, you have a question for anyone on the show?
Oh yeah, I like to pick up Sheryl Underwood and the whole Foxxhole crew,
Oh, wonderful. You take us all out, and we'd go, too. That is really cool. Now you're a Platinum VIP caller. Don't forget, Jason, are you driving the truck right now or riding in your car?
Yeah.
Okay, you know you can't smoke and drive, right?
I thought you was going to tell me to use his headset or something.
No.
It's Bluetooth.
What? He can't smoke and drive.
Hey, we got a white boy in the house.
Yeah, white Jim Kelly made it. So, Jason, you're gonna pull over to take your toke, right? Is that stereotypical that I think you smoke?
Thank you.
Oh, he drive? Okay. Anybody in from Jamaica, tell me if that's stereotypical that I think they smoke.
He probably pulled over because it fell in his lap.
And caught on fire.
Right.
So we were talking about the economy. Now, here's a question, too. It's a big news story about a man who, a brother, well, and it's hard for me to even talk about. Well, let me not do that first because I'm going to get mad. Let's do FAA. Did we ever get our FAA money back? We didn't get our FAA money because I guess it was shut down, and it was causing them not to collect the money that they're collecting for the FAA. But then I guess the House and the Senate got together, and now the FAA is back up and running. Everybody got their jobs back. But they say there's some money that we can't never get back.
Wow.
Very upset right now. As bad as we need all our money. I don't understand.
So, but let me ask you. So, our credit rating was like AAA or quadruple A or 4A, and now it's 3A, or was 3A and now it's 2A?
I thought it was it 2A plus? I thought it was AAA.
I think it was AAA.
AAA, and now it's 2A plus.
Which is still A's.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I don't know. What's the problem?
It ain't like them restaurants where you get a C, huh?
Yeah, but you'll still eat there?
Right.
Oh, my God. It's all kind of restaurants that could get a D, and I would still eat there. Especially some cuties. But I don't see why. And see, here's the thing. I think they had it downgraded. Matter of fact, Crack Research staff, I want y'all to go to the intranet and find out, didn't this happen under Ronald Reagan or somebody that I loved, one of my good presidents? And the same thing happened. Why everybody tripping now? That the brother.
Because they want to say the black man got bad credit.
Yeah, see, that's what they trying to say, and I don't particularly like that.
Right.
That they always trying to put bad credit on us when they was spending before we got there.
Right.
Exactly.
See, I don't like that part. Don't put it on President Obama.
But I heard one speech when he was saying, "Don't get alarmed. This was like this back in so and so.
Yeah,
this
he
was
did.
like he was like, in other words, let me call y'all on this bullshit.
Right.
This shit ain't brand new. Don't act like it's brand new on my watch.
Really, he called him on like I didn't do it.
Right. It wasn't me.
Stop looking at me all crazy.
Right.
Y'all wasn't paying y'all bills before I got here.
Right. So now all of a sudden the black man in office, you want to say we ain't paying our bills.
Mm-hmm. What you think, Glenda? What you think about this?
I'm looking at how pretty your makeup looks, Sheryl.
That is wonderful. Thank you. Dale did an excellent job. I had my St. John sunglasses on just like they was pressing into my concealer.
I was running
I
late, so I'm trying to get myself together. And I happened to just look up and pay attention and look at Cheryl's
Beauty is the
face.
son
I'm
of a
like,
gun.
oh my God.
Sure, you notice how
For sure,
both
her
me and
makeup-
Glenda came in late.
Whatever, Kyle.
It's together.
Also
So y'all was together talking about the
And right,
economy.
Jim Kelly.
Well, I did.
It's a threesome. So y'all was all three together,
right.
snuggled up in the bed talking about the economy.
I told
you know how
James to
did you
hold
be like,
out.
all right, Glenda, you walk in first.
Right. I told James just
Then
to
I'ma
wait
walk
a little
in.
while while and play it off and come in a few minutes behind.
But
Ain't
he
that
came
funny?
in
It don't
smiling and red.
Yeah, you can't get this smile off my face.
But Kyle came in sleepy with food.
I'm ready. I'm good. I ain't touched the mic. I'm like, I'm good, y'all. Y'all
I
have
can do this. I'm right.
me a good night already.
Oh my God.
Well, I like the fact that the economy is rebounding. I like the fact that they're gonna get the money together. And I hear there's gonna be another stimulus program going. And so when we find out what it is, we'll surely let you know. Tyree from New Jersey is on the phone. Tyree, welcome to the Sheryl Underwood Show. Do you have any questions, or what is your comment to everyone on the show?
I want to give a shout out to my sister Tori and my brother Barry. He's out in college
Wonderful.
now. That's
Wonderful.
again.
Where you said they're in college?
Yeah.
Where they in college?
My brother's in college. This is 4th year.
What school does he go to?
York College, Pennsylvania.
York, Pennsylvania. Wonderful. What are the Yorks? What are they? What is their mascot? What are they? The Fighting Yorkshires? What are they?
They're the Spartans.
The Spartans.
Spartans.
Wow,
That's like a Michigan state.
Michigan State.
That is wonderful, wonderful. Now, did you say your name, Tyree?
Tyree, yeah.
Tyree, are you high, Tyree?
This is like the high night.
I know he just. Tyree,
Yes.
what you been doing?
Huh?
Are you touching yourself?
Possibly.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God, a man. Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Is your whole hand around it?
I'm not gonna say.
Here's my question: are you driving?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good deal.
You
Good
sound
deal,
sleepy
good
as
deal.
hell.
So relaxed.
How old are you?
I am 18.
Oh, that's why he sounds like that.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what's the legal age that we not? I don't want to get into
19.
ear pedophilia on here.
Puberty.
So is he? But he's an adult, right?
Yeah,
Right.
he's an
Okay,
adult.
good deal, good deal, good deal. Hey, Tyree, you continue to call the Sheryl Underwood Show and go drink some coffee.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. So I really didn't want to do this discussion at all, but
Do that.
I don't know if you heard about the story about the group of teenagers, and I'll let somebody else say their race, who decided one of their cohorts, I'm not even going to say leader because I wasn't in the car, allegedly said, we're going to go mess with some N-words, and I'm not going to use the word. I will use it on stage in my comedy performance in levity, but to start this discussion, because I want y'all to call in. Now, this occurred in Mississippi. And allegedly, they decided to go on the black side of town and mess with some black people. And they found a black man. They pulled off a road that was, you would have been able to see this guy right there, standing near his car, allegedly. They decided to beat this man up, allegedly. And while this man was staggering, because he'd been battered pretty bad, he staggers to his feet, and they run him over with the car, with the truck. One of the individuals runs him over with the truck, and allegedly, this is a hate crime. This is allegedly a racial issue and murder. And I personally, I mean, and what's hard about this type of story is, you cannot help but link it to we have a president that everybody is criticizing. And then we got a situation, and call in if you don't agree with me, but I do agree with some of us who feel, where's this hate coming from? Against people of color, and now you want to blame the president for everything. You even want to blame liberal mainstream media because what does Bachman look crazy on the cover of Time or Newsweek? Mm-hmm. But she
Yeah,
looks
those
crazy
eyes.
in the photo
Yeah.
shoot. So, but you want to blame us for that?
Yeah, they say each photo she took, all of
She
all
looks
of her looked
crazy.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked the same in each one. So there was like, they weren't targeting just that pic. She looked like that in each one.
That'd be a tough Photoshop anyways.
Absolutely, with her, she is the craziest. She makes Sarah Palin look like a dime piece for real. She makes Sarah Palin look like Anne Margaret in Viva Las Vegas. She was sexy. What she was,
She was
look
sexy.
good as hell. She
Well,
dancing. Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm really trying to.
This incident stemmed from a situation at a club, and it
Who
was
saw
over
who at a
girl.
club?
That Green. I guess the Green. The guy who.
That was
The
the
victim.
officer.
Yeah, was that the officer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Scotty Ford was trying to talk to Jacob England's girlfriend, and he probably got upset. So it's still all speculation at this point.
So Scotty. So who was Scotty?
Scotty.
So was it a black
He was
guy
a
trying to
driver,
talk to her?
Yeah, Ford is the one that died. So
Okay, so Ford don't know nobody.
no.
Wait a minute, though.
Scotty Ford. They said Scotty Ford, who was the person who was run over, was trying to talk to Jacob England's
hold on.
girlfriend.
No, he was
No,
driving.
no. Hold on. Y'all, you can go back and check the resource. I thought the
Yeah.
guy that was run over was a 49-year-old African American man.
Yeah.
That there were two cars. There was a truck.
Right.
There was two trucks, right?
Right.
But okay, so what they're saying is Green said Ford pulled into Murphy's gasoline when he was ran from behind by England.
Right. And Ford is the one that died.
Okay, so wait a minute. We're gonna check this story because the story I'm talking about is the one
Because I'm
about
like,
the black
right.
man.
I'm like, is this the same story about the kids who
Uh-uh,
decided they
no,
wanted to go
no.
It's a different
assault a
story.
black man?
That's what I'm wondering. Is
This
this
is a different story.
It's a different
not the
story.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
okay.
a 49-year-old
Damn, but
black
this
man
is
that was
still not
minding
the
his own
story.
business.
Okay.
But was any of these people black and white in here?
Right. I don't know.
Well,
It
I'm
doesn't
assuming they were
say.
white because they were at the Electric Cowboy.
Yeah, they were at the Electric
Big
Cowboy.
country
all
club
the
across the
Electric
country.
Y'all killing me. Okay,
But
well,
I believe the other incident also happened in Jackson,
in
Wow.
Mississippi. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So
It also
So
happened
it-
in Jackson,
There's a lot going on down there.
Yeah.
Well, but we still would go to Jackson, if it was going down. Chad from California is on the phone. Chad,
Yes.
hey Chad, what's going on?
Hey, not much. I'm flipping through my channels. I heard what you said about that gentleman down in Mississippi, and I got to tell you something. That makes me sick to my stomach. I just want to say that as a white male in this country, that kind of stuff embarrasses me big time. For me personally, like with what's going on with President Obama, I love that man, and I gave money to him a couple times. I gave money to him already this year. I feel like I am personally being attacked when people talk shit about him.
You know what? And see, that's what America should feel. When the president is being harassed, everybody should take personal offense because all he's trying to do is serve the country, whoever the president might be. Chad, can I tell you something, Chad?
Absolutely.
You need to call here every week, Chad, because you on fire.
Platinum VIP caller.
Diamond encrusted. Because I can feel the passion
And
coming
the-
through the microphone.
And the patriotism.
Absolutely.
I will
what
tell
do
you
we-
this too.
Uh-huh.
When I moved into this fraternity house, right? And when I first moved in, I had a poster of Malcolm X because I like Malcolm X. I think
Wow,
I'm
you
proud
militant.
that he's an
Real.
American. Okay. Now I'm just saying this. I'm not just the thing. What he had to go up against, and what he became, to me was symbolic of who he is in this country. Now, my grandfather, who was a little bit on the racial side, and a lot of other people would talk a lot of mess about what I said about that. But I am super liberal. I don't know. When you told me about that, there's some really, and I'm not saying this about all white people, but there are some really, really, really ignorant people out there. And that just comes down to education. They're not smart.
Well, I applaud you for breaking the cycle.
Absolutely, excuse me. But here's the other thing. There's some ignorant white people, black
Some
people,
ignorant black people.
Asians,
Right.
Latins. They're just ignorant people. But what makes it really unusual and shocking is when someone decides to do. I really would like to see the numbers of a black person, of a group of black people saying, let's go F with some C's.
Right.
We don't
Okay,
do that.
watch. Let me see if I can get out there. What goes good with chili? I used to tell this joke.
Crackers.
Thank you. I used to tell that joke 30 years ago, and it still works to this day. Now that you have brought them up, you'll never see black people walking around, or highly unlikely. So somebody give us a call, 855-369-9898. Where would you ever see a group of black people? We all sit around. We playing some spades, let's say, playing good hand spade, dominoes on one table, spade on the other table, big wizard on the other table, having a good taco party, and we drinking. Somebody say, what would take this party off the chain?
What's that?
We go mess with some white people.
Right.
And we all get in the car, find a white person to beat up, and then run them over with a car. I just don't see.
We don't do that.
Why does it seem
Cheryl-
that some smaller towns across the U.S. are living in like a time warp?
Because they are.
Because
They are.
I can't see why in this day and age anything like this is still going on.
Let me tell you
Right.
something. If Jim Kelly and I walk down the street in the hood,
Holding hands.
the
Lord,
brother,
no.
which is me, would be in more trouble getting his ass
Really, you
whooped.
the brother?
Hell
Really?
yeah.
Well, people on the radio may not know.
I think they know.
Well, I just didn't want to assume. ass like what's hanging out of Glenda's backside.
Shut up.
So my point is the brother is going to have more likely to get his ass whooped than the white dude walking down the street in the hood.
I don't think we're past this race thing as a country. I think we're evolving and growing, but I don't think we're past it. I think that in the major metropolitan areas it's not as prevalent as it is in like some of the rural parts like Mississippi and maybe Alabama.
Jasper, Texas, is that where it happened a few years back?
Well, I don't think, and I wouldn't say just small towns. I'd say the reason that it may have in rural towns is because they don't have that much law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And then the urbanization of cities. You know, somebody come up in too many parts of up here. Mm-hmm. I hate myself right now because I'm talking about white people and murder, but I love this song and I love this video. Oh my God, this is the best. Song. Did you see the video?
I don't think I've seen the video yet.
Okay, make sure we put that back in the notes for the There's No Business Like Show Business. I love this video. We'll be right back with more Sheryl Underwood Show. See how we're trying to have a deep conversation, but I don't want nobody to be mad at each other, so that's why we play that Katy Perry on the way out. Friday night.
Just let it run. Hey yo, turn the beat up a little bit. Hey yo.
We're back. And you listen to the Sheryl Underwood Show. Hey,
and that's Eminem.
That's right. The Way I Am.
He's a white rapper. That's black.
Well, hey, maybe he's not having any problems with anybody out there. You like Eminem?
Mm-hmm. Peanut.
You so damn stupid. You need to stop drinking before you come in. How are you driving?
It's hard. It's hard. I got to hold the glass over to the side.
When we were going out, we were listening to Last Friday Night by Katy Perry. I love that song, too. I love the video. So we talk about all the rappers and everything we love. But right now what we're talking about is a story where a black man run over, killed in Mississippi is a hate crime. And this is one where two young white men were looking for a black man assault in Mississippi. And then one of them ran over 49-year-old African-American man with a pickup truck, assaulted and killed the man, according to the prosecution. And they've set the bail at $800,000 from $50,000 after he heard more details about the hate crime.
Wow.
And I'd like to find out who this Judge Ali Shamasiding, that he, first it was $50,000, and then when they found it was a hate crime, it's $800,000. I don't understand. It's still a crime. If somebody was assaulted and murdered, that should have been $800,000 off the muscle. Why, Jim Kelly?
Did you see what the guy said, too, after he ran him over?
I just ran that
N-word over. Mm-hmm. Well, let me just say, why, Jim Kelly? The reason we asked you to answer for all things white is because you definitely have a different perspective because none of us ever be white. So what do you think about this when you heard it?
Oh, I think it's horrible, but, I mean...
Now, if you ever met these dudes that did it in a like country western bar or something, like you was hanging out and everything, and you just heard them talking about it at the bar, would you bust them over the head with a beer?
Yeah, I'd probably lose the fight though, because I'm not very good at it. But I'd sure get my ass kicked for it. Sure.
But then
I'd say something. I got too big of a mouth.
But then, and see, like when Chad called in and other people called in, what's odd about this is now white people know how it feels to be blamed for other white people doing stuff. Because we carry our whole race around. There's no way any of us could be really acting stupid out there without us going. Because first thing we think is, oh, Jesus.
I hope.
Right. Don't let no Negroes be involved.
Right. You ain't lying.
Now, white people, y'all got to go to work.
Yep, and have that look on your face.
Like,
sorry, guys.
Yep. I don't even know nobody in Mississippi.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that's just, to me, this is the last thing we need, especially with them rioting over in London.
Yeah, it's
and
been
those
going on
riots
for a while,
and they're supposed to be the West Indian people.
Yeah.
And then the Turkish people, they said some Turkish shop owners armed themselves to chase the rioters. But who they're saying is doing the most rioting is the West Indian, which in turn are the black people.
Negroes.
That's right. Let's go to phones. Crystal from New Mexico. Crystal.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to call in and just say I really appreciate you guys and the topics that you guys bring to the table. I am a military member. I don't tend to get too caught up into politics because I am military, and sometimes you can make a comment and people will dissect that any kind of way. Mm-hmm. But I do keep my ear open, and I just appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. This is my first time being stationed in the States since I came in, and I've been in for going on 10 years now.
Where were you stationed? What branch of service are you in?
I'm Air Force, and before I came to New Mexico, I was stationed in Japan, Korea,
Japan?
and Guam.
Where?
Dakota.
Hey, I went to Dakota. Yay! Oh my gosh, I had a great time there.
Yeah, it's lovely. And you know what? Before I got married, my mom knew that if it wouldn't have been for me being married, I wouldn't have came back to the States because the crime rate here, it's just crazy. I'm originally from the Arkansas-Louisiana state line, and I see racism on a basis.
They're my kin peoples, but they don't have a lot of crime in Japan. It's even shocking. Like they say, when they have people on death row in Japan, you don't know when you're going to get killed. They just knock on the door and drag you out, and it's done. That's why they don't have a lot of crime in Japan.
And they honestly, the educational system, they try to teach the kids at a very young age to be independent. At every step, there's supposed to be some type of independency. Like, it's considered very awkward and odd if you walk your child to school. If your child is old enough to go to school, they're supposed to know the train system.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that.
And in the States, we cater to every little thing. Well, I'm not going to say we as a whole. I know in the southern region, African American parents normally tend to I say normally, just how I was raised. You learn very quick, but at the same time, we're not going to babysit you. There's a time and a stage for every part of your life, and you're supposed to.
Wait a minute! I just heard a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard a baby. What's the baby name?
Is the baby walking to school yet?
Actually, no. He has a daycare not too far behind my house, down the street. But he is learning Spanish, and he's not even 2 years old yet.
I hear that.
Wow, that is fantastic. You just sound like you have it all the way together. That is fantastic. I want you to call us back because I just like to hear from, people like you that got it together. But even, when they used to have a problem with the military people that were doing some unusual things over in Japan and they wanted us to leave, especially Okinawa. They definitely wanted us to leave. I mean, that's why I'm saying, racial violence goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear nothing happening. We don't want to contribute to anything happening, but it's just unfortunate that these things occur. What other bases? You said you were in Japan? You were in Yokota?
Yes, ma'am. Yokota, and then I went to Korea for a year, and I did Guam for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kaesong?
I'm sorry, say what now?
Where base were you?
Kunsan.
Wow. I think that is phenomenal. Congratulations to you. What are you going to do now? What are you doing now?
Actually, I'm getting stationed back at home. Well, I say home, but Barksdale, which is Bossier City, Louisiana, outside of Shreveport. Wonderful. And I'm going to look into opening up my own businesses. I see too many people, especially being in New Mexico, I see too many people that don't even have a green card, and they setting up all these little businesses, and I'm tired of looking at it. In the military, it does have certain constraints at times, but at the same time, it does give you a vast opportunity to make connections and to network. You just have to use it to the best of your ability. And some people choose not to, but I'm a people person when I want to be. So I'd rather go that right. I'd rather go that route.
Well, wonderful, and good luck to you. And the fact that you're going to put people to work and put Americans to work, and those that are visiting America but don't have all their credentials to really stay here, to help them be put to work as well. That's phenomenal. You have a great head on your shoulders, and phenomenal young lady. Thank you for calling, Crystal. Now, y'all want to go around the table because I don't want to bring the show down.
Too late. Yeah.
I mean, because I ain't trying to get militant or anything like that. I just think that that's just funky. And I think that radio all over the world, I know that some of our radio shows, I know that we're all trying to, because of the PPM or in terrestrial radio, and because of us trying to get more satellite listeners and things, I understand that. But sometimes this is what radio should be about. It should be about effectuating change. It should be about talking about issues. It should be about the fact that no dastardly crime. Look at what we're about to do with Dr. Martin Luther King Monument. If there was not media that had gone down south and filmed it, people would have said, I don't believe it. Mm-hmm. Nobody could turn a water hose on another human being. Nobody was sick a dog. Nobody beating people. People are not being lynched. Not in America.
Yeah.
Nobody. So somebody had to turn the camera on Bull Connor. These people were comfortable doing what they were doing because they thought they'd never be uncovered.
Right.
So you put a sheet on so you didn't think anybody would ever tell. Well, today the media is going to look at this, and and thank God there was a surveillance camera that got this footage. Don't nobody, whoever the lawyer is, talking about, I don't believe it's a hate crime.
Wow.
I don't want to I don't want to use certain words because I'm trying to discipline myself.
I hear that.
But what do y'all think? I'm
concerned about the fact that these boys are 18.
And there are 2 women in the car too. It's sad, and what they're rooting them on, or it's like the fact, who was the person saying, "Stop! Don't do it! Stop!" Nobody, obviously. And were they drunk?
I believe they were coming from a party, so they probably were high and drunk, all of the above. It's been said that their families are crying reverse hate crime.
Really?
Reverse, yeah. But I believe that was before they realized there was a damn tape on what their kids did.
So they were trying to say that the black man that did something to them.
Or I don't know if the black man if they were trying to say that, or if they were trying to say that the kids are being attacked because they are white, or but there's a tape showing how vicious and how hateful
that's right
these kids did this act.
That's right. And what makes it even more uncomfortable, we all love each other.
Yes.
That's right. We all love each other.
Yes.
It didn't matter about anybody, race, sexual orientation, anything, socioeconomic background on the show. We love kicking it with each other.
Right.
But this is going to cause some people to be looking at other people like, go on, get out my face.
Yeah.
This may set us back. And the fact that we got a black man in the White House. Does anybody believe that this is going to have an effect on us having a black man in the White House?
I don't think it has anything to do with
I don't think.
Do we think that this incident will have an effect on us having a black man in the White House? Or are you saying does this? Because
this is a re-election campaign.
Did this happen because
this is an election campaign. See, people want to feel froggy and jump.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna look stupid right about now when you try to do something to President Obama, since you think this hate crime time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't going down. Not in America. You know why? Because we're not going to let it go there.
Right.
We're going to continue to love each other. We're going to continue to support each other. This was an aberration.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the day-to-day occurrence in America.
Right.
This is a hate crime. This is why the hate crime law is good. Let me say allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, this is a hate crime.
Right.
And that's why the hate crime laws are good.
Yes.
But I'm just going to tell you something. Whoever defending these people, you need to defend them. Matter of fact, you would defend somebody to go, look, we know they did it. We just don't want them to get death. That's it.
Exactly.
Don't be defend them like they didn't do nothing.
Like they didn't do anything.
Because the tape is out there. The tape.
And it's interesting when you brought up about President Obama and his chances on re-election, if this will affect that. It's interesting because when he was running and they announced Sarah Palin was running with McCain. And once we found out, who she is and what she was about, it was like, this is too good to be true.
Right.
Like you all are just kind of going to just hand this man the presidency.
The presidency. And you're going to hand it to him again.
Right.
Because the country's going to want to make a statement. That's right. That's exactly. That's like Twitter at LBoogie13 regarding hate trial. This is still an issue because prejudice still takes precedent over human life. Go ahead, L Boogie. Go ahead, read that, Glenda. I like the phrase that precedent.
One of our Twitter followers,
prejudice and president
at Black Barbie 85, she says regarding the hate crime, one word: ignorance, and that's exactly what it boils down to. Ignorance. And these kids were young, and so you wonder. Their parents are probably, maybe if they're like 17, 18, 19, maybe their parents are in their
30s, late 40s,
early 40s.
Yeah,
and
so it ain't like they was raised like that.
That was my point.
Yeah. What's your point, Kyle?
No, I'm saying the kids are 18, so it's not like they were raised in Jim Crow. They wasn't raised.
Get down,
No,
Kyle.
I believe they were raised like where they were.
They were raised like that, but they wasn't raised under Jim Crow. Right, way of life.
Exactly.
Like say if they were in their 80s, 70s, or 80
they were
year
born
olds.
when Snoop Dogg was out.
Stop
that's
it.
How young these kids
Go ahead.
So they learned this from somewhere.
Somebody
they learned this from somewhere.
Well, we also talking about Mississippi, which probably
this stuff could have happened in Monrovia.
No, I agree with you, but I think
shout out
it's
to
a
Monrovia, my old crib.
I think that the incident of it happening in a rural town, so not rural town, but like someone like Mississippi, where I think that racism is still very intrinsic in in their.
I disagree
think,
with you.
No,
I believe racism is all over the country.
No, I
you
agree
can
with
walk
you,
down some of these great neighborhoods in Southern California.
I think it's more overt there than it is here. Here is
over here. I walk in with a platinum American Express card, and sometimes nobody want to help me just because my wig is crooked and I'm wearing a raggedy shirt.
Right.
Just like
but that's
other.
different. That's different from somebody coming up to you and saying, "Nigga, get the fuck out my store."
They will do that here. Let me tell you something. Hit the phones 855-369-9898. They will do that here. See, everybody want to put it on down south. Well, don't go down south, which a lot of us are migrating back down south.
Right.
Yeah.
This crap happens
true.
everywhere. Happens
I just
in
think
New York.
that, I understand what you're saying. I just think that it's a little more subtle. They try to be subtle here.
They try to be subtle.
But I'm not saying that it doesn't exist here at all. I do think it exists. I just think that they try to be a little more subtle with it and a little more conniving about it, as opposed to in Mississippi, where I guarantee you they're probably still hanging brothers on trees.
Well, let me just tell you something. I doubt if you hang somebody from a tree in any part of this country, you're gonna have a problem.
Well,
but
that didn't
try to
happen
try to catch a cab in New York City. What happened when an African American man was in the wrong place at the wrong time in some of these neighborhoods on the East Coast? No, New York. Some places in California, there's places you cannot go and you will not go if you are not the race of the person. Some places in California where you have brown killing and targeting black. So I'm just saying, it ain't just down south. Matter of fact, hit the phones. We want to hear from you. Did you see that? You hear that passion? There was almost beat the press up in this phone.
I wanted to say,
get him, Stacey.
I wanted to say I had an incident right here on Sunset Boulevard across the street from Foxxhole Radio at the beautiful Boa restaurant.
What happened? Wait a minute, hold that thought. We're gonna take a break. We want to hear this. We're gonna hear this story. We come back. Glenda's racial incident
at Boa.
Out.
And now you telling them where we at.
So they'll be waiting for us to go outside. I'm riding in the car with White Jim Kelly.
I got room.
Okay, wait a minute, what we listening to? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for playing Sticks. Babe, my Sticks. We'll be right back with more Sheryl Underwood Show after this break. I kind of like this song, We're Back, but I don't understand why I like it.
It's a party song.
It sounds kind of techno-y.
Yeah, it's a party song.
I can vogue off that too.
Grab somebody sexy. Tell them, hey, give me everything
to the left, to the right.
Tonight, really?
Give me everything tonight. This is just on the dance floor. Let it loose. Have fun. Hold your drinks up in the air. Give me everything tonight.
Are we going to do that in New York, Cheryl?
What, go party somewhere?
We ain't really had a field trip yet.
I wish I was going.
Well, that's going to be part of our field trip. And then while we talking about field trips on the air, let's, in the next break, talk about if we're going to go to Dr. King together. For the Dr. Martin Luther King unveiling.
When is that?
That's last week in August. Last week in August. Let's see if we can try to go. I think there might be a entire Foxxhole family trip. Mike from Missouri. Is Mike from Missouri? What? Is Mike from Missouri on the phone? Is Mike?
Yeah.
Mike? What's up, Mike? Before Glenda tell her story.
I would like to thank you, Cheryl, for bringing the voice that you do to this country, because we really need it.
Thank you, brother
What I
Mike.
like to say is about the hatred thing. This hatred is way deeper than a lot of people want to admit. It's all the way from the White House to the outhouse. It's just that simple. You look at the president. There's never been a president disrespected by his peers as much as Barack Obama is.
I agree with you.
This debt ceiling issue. These politicians that ran based on how much they love their country and they want to serve their country were willing to bring this country to its knees just for the sake of making him look bad.
I agree.
These people are so intent on him not coming back being back in office, that there's no limit.
They're willing to compromise their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And when you talk about hatred, I drive a truck. I move throughout this country on a daily basis. If you ever want a project for your show to do, get a CB radio, put it in your car, and ride down the highway. The only thing that you have to say is Barack Obama. The hatred that you will hear from these people out here, and when you talk about those kids, what they did, see, they didn't just grow up like that. That is something that's
learned.
that they hear. As a driver out here, the things that I hear on this radio are so bad pertaining to Barack Obama that most of the time I will cut my radio off, and because I don't want to hear it. The same people that will call me the N-word and say everything they can under the sun about Barack Obama will be the same people that will hold the door open for me and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
Crazy.
Do you think, Mike, because they have the anonymity of CB radio or just like with Twitter and Facebook and
Gossip,
all this
right.
stuff, they have the anonymity of the internet, so they say things, they use a different moniker and will say something. Do you think that that's what it is?
Definitely. I call them phone gangsters. I call them phone gangsters.
That's tight.
Phone
Phone gangster.
Not studio
Like
gangster.
internet
phone
thugs.
gangster. That's
They
funny.
will use the anonymity of that to say the things that they will never say to your face. But that goes back to those kids because they grow up hearing this from their parents, the people that they associate with in their neighborhoods. But when they come outside, they won't say it to you. But the kids, they don't know any better to a certain extent, so they bring it out there. Because this is what they're being taught. Nobody is born with that hatred.
No.
I don't care what color you
Because
are.
you don't really understand. All you know is that's another person in a bassinet, another person in a stroller, another person at daycare. But you know they little slick way of saying it. This is how they do it now. They don't say the N-word. They say the blacks.
The black.
Yeah, they say the blacks, because we say, I'm black and I'm proud. But Glenda, now he's saying, they don't say it publicly. They be on their CB radio. Now something happened to you?
Yeah, I had made reservations for dinner for just me, myself, and I at Boa. And
Thanks
I guess
for keeping me off the radio. I appreciate that.
And so once I arrived,
And Boa's nice too.
Boa
I
is a
like that.
very, very nice upscale steakhouse here in
That
Los
was
Angeles.
I had a first date. Well, not a first date. I had a date
it's
with
my
my
story.
ex there.
It's
Yeah, I
my
just ain't
story.
gonna let her tell her
It's my
story.
story.
Damn.
This is my
Glenda,
story.
Damn.
say this
Go ahead,
my
Kyle. It's
story.
your turn.
My story.
Hey, Stacey,
hell.
one time at band camp.
Yeah, I say I took myself out. She got to let it be known that somebody took her to Boa.
And then Kyle got to let it be known. You ain't telling her. Okay.
Right.
So what happened with it? And this was a deep story too. This wasn't no.
So I initially called and made reservations in my very white voice. I called and said that I wanted to have dinner.
No, you didn't.
And I, made the reservation.
You used the white voice.
I used the white
Text
voice.
me next time and I'll
I
do it
used
for
the
you.
white voice.
There will be a fee.
So once I arrived,
Did you hear White Jim County say, text me, I will
do
make the
reservations. So once I arrived and I stepped through the door, 5'9", brown thighs and a smile like the sunshine,
I agree.
I was told there weren't any seats available and I could sit in the back, in that back room back there.
Wow.
Not the back.
Really? You know what? I just never thought that at Boa. It just seemed.
Maybe they'll let you sweep out the caboose.
I experienced
Boa.
different things than you, Stacey. So
Yeah,
because
because when I went, I was actually with the white boy.
Right.
we did miss Color Purple, but it's all G.
Yeah. Okay, here's my question now.
Yeah.
So you gave them your name that you made the reservation under.
I gave Glenda Redfield.
And they
Which is not necessarily a black name.
Right, which is not necessarily
what was she supposed to say? Sunkina
Sequisha Jenkins.
Then she would have knew before she drove her ass down. They would have said, I'm
Bullshit.
sorry, we're booked.
I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. I'm trying to pace myself, but that's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Get it out, Cheryl.
Here's the thing. Okay, here's what I want to know, because I do the same thing, Glenda. I will walk in and I will make reservations for myself because I like to have dinner with myself.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Because I like to eat by myself.
Nicely, yes.
Yeah.
Nice places sometimes.
And sometimes I will put on a nice outfit, you know, and go up in there.
Yeah.
So as fine and statuesque, and you look like you Hollywood royalty, and they was like,
yeah, the white girls at the desk.
what do you think they would do? Okay, wait a minute. Call in 855-369-9898. We're going to go around this table. Do you believe that it wasn't because you were black, it's because you were fine?
I think it had a combination of the two.
There you go. Stacey, what you think? Because she's black, because she's fine.
I think it was a combination of the two.
Kyle, because she black, because she fine.
I ain't falling for that bullshit.
I think that they didn't want her to come in and pick up the white boys.
Hell, the white boys looking at me.
No, my real question is, So they didn't have any seats. Did you remind them that you made a reservation?
I sure did, and I asked to speak to the manager, and I told the manager, I said, hi, I called and I spoke to Tiffany, her right here, and she made my reservations for me, and now that I have arrived, she says that there aren't any tables available, and she wants me to sit in the back. And I said, I work across the street. I'm your neighbor. I work across the street at the Foxxhole, and I would really, really, be disappointed if I had to sit in the back
and
eat my dinner. Oh, they found me a table right up front.
Okay. See, that's what bothers me, because I was hoping that there were no tables and that you was being sensitive. No, honestly, I was hoping you was being sensitive.
No, I made reservations, Kyle.
Yeah, but if there's no tables, there's no tables.
Well, wait, here's my question.
I don't care if you don't make.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So they didn't say there's no table available at this time. Can you sit at the bar while we find your table?
No.
She was like, no, sit in the back.
In the back.
Okay, why
There's
Jim
a
Kelly?
back room. You know that back room back there.
I ain't never
Did
been
she
back
say
there.
back like that? Back.
The back
She
room.
told her to go around yonder.
I wouldn't give a hell how she said it. Right, round yonder, the rear galley, or whatever. But
I guess
she wanted me to go to the back of the damn bus.
Well, I didn't even know Boa had a back, because when I went over there,
I didn't.
I went straight to my table and sat down and started drinking. So, White Jim Kelly, fine or black? What was the
I
problem?
would say black, because that's rule number 1 in all bars. Fine chicks are front and center. That keeps the guys around. It's bar talk.
That is why I love you, White Jim Kelly, because you didn't cave and go, I don't really know the answer. You stepped up to the whiteness and said, hey. Yeah. I mean, can I tell you something? I wish other radio shows would do it the way we do it. Because
we get our perspectives,
right, and because I ain't trying to call nobody out. Maybe the girl, old girl, I ain't gonna say her name because I don't want to lose her good job. Because
I said her name already.
I'm hoping that you made it up, because our callers is in their trucks right now blowing up, Boa. People leaving Boa right now. Why? I'll never, but. That's why I was trying to say it happens here.
It does happen here. I didn't have a problem because I was with the white boy. So.
Oh damn!
Well, we know how you do it, Stacey.
Used to sell out. 18.
He booked the reservations.
Oh God!
Now, what's interesting is the brothers can go up in there and get all kind of good treatment.
Really?
Why do you think that is?
Because the white girls want them so bad.
Now, where is this Bo at? You
across the damn street. Look out the window.
Kyle said, let me roll up in there.
You finna go eat for free?
Crack knuckles. Let's go get him, White Jim Kelly.
You finna go eat for free?
Well, let me ask you this, Glenda. When did you sense that she made that decision on the spot?
Yep, once I arrived. And
so
she saw me.
Looked at you. She goes,
because it was not my first time experiencing
no.
it. Exactly.
At that restaurant or period?
I've experienced it before, but I felt
what happened
at
other restaurants?
Not at other restaurants, but I've experienced before when I get this tension from other white chicks, attractive white chicks, or the fact that I'm somewhat attractive. I had an incident where I had a woman get irritated that her husband held the door open for me and her going into a department store.
What happened then? You tell the best stories.
Are they white?
You say somewhat attractive, Glenda.
Yeah, somewhat.
You try to downplay that big ass
it.
booty and titties.
Has a sympathy throw out there.
She said, now all of a sudden she's somewhat attractive. Right?
I heard you hold your breath after she said that. He was like, he couldn't wait. He was like,
downgraded her credit real quick.
She got a dead ceiling for her beauty.
Right. Now she's just a AA plus.
Okay, wait a minute. Y'all killing me, though.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So I was going into the store, and there was a white couple going in as well. And the husband held the door open for the wife. And as he saw me approaching, he waited for me to come in as well. And as we went in, you know how you come in, then there's a second door, you go into the second door. And the wife wanted to hold the door open for him and let him go through and not let me go through. It was like the most ridiculous thing.
Because she probably knew he was trying to look at your badonkadonk. So she was like, I'd be damned if I'm going to let her go by after me. I want to see what
it would have happened to a Kardashian as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
they going through that. They going through hell right now.
Yeah, y'all Kardashians.
Why they going through hell?
Why is that?
I think because people are getting sick of them.
They
going through hell right now. They gonna need protection of hate crime
and
laws.
all kind of lawsuits
and shit. Yeah,
they're horrible.
I love them. Hey, Ryan Seacrest, holla at your girl, because I love the fact he making everybody famous, whether you got talent or not.
Or not.
So what department store got 2 doors in? I'm trying to figure out where.
Let's say I think we were going to TJ Maxx. You know how you go into the one door and then there's the little the what do they call it? Like the vestibule has carts and things, and then you go into the second door, and that's where it happened.
Wow, really? Mm-hmm. Let's see. What? I don't understand what you're saying, TC. Speaking. Say habla español. No, say habla español. Got it. Okay.
Is it a Twitter?
Oh, got it. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
Sign
okay.
language.
Yes. We had a message from corporate.
Is the guy black?
Damn it.
Sorry.
You couldn't hold water if you was a bucket.
I know.
We gonna go to break and find out what the hell else Stacey gonna blurt out.
When we come back, we gonna hear the message from corporate.
Yes, we're gonna hear it.
I'm checking my phone to see, did I get the message too? No.
Hey, I'd like to dedicate this song to somebody I hope to see tomorrow. Like a punk.
Is this Stacey's song?
Play all of this for the love of you by the Isaac Brothers. We're dedicating it to everybody in America. We'll be right back after this break. Now, is this really the song? I'm about to read it. 7 Nation Army by White Stripes.
That ain't 7 Nation Army.
Okay, I don't know what that was.
That ain't 7.
What is that?
It's a nice dance song.
That's a commercial to
We
the
got to
song.
find out what that song was. Whatever it is, it was be a good music band. But we are back as more Sheryl Underwood show happening in your ear hole. And no, we're not. Let me do the disclaimer.
Go ahead.
We're not blowing up BOA.
No.
The statement was, I felt that our listeners was probably blowing up the phones at BOA.
Right. The phone.
So we want to make a disclaimer. There's
Blow up the phone, not BOA.
What does it mean to blow up the phone,
up
Cheryl?
the phone.
They probably ringing it off the hook.
There you
Good,
go.
Glenda, can I tell you something? I have a whole new show for you. It's the remake of Life Goes On.
I was gonna say Life Goes On. I was gonna go right there. Corky's best friend.
Right, but it's gonna be on HBO.
Oh, that'd be
and people have sex with her. It's a cross between Hung and Life Goes On.
There you go.
I would watch the show every night.
Sure, hold up a burnt weenie right now.
Oh my God! Well, can I tell you something? I mean, there are people twittering right now. We're gonna do this no business like show business, but Twitter at Poppy J_J517. So sorry, my queen, that you had to experience that in that restaurant.
Oh, thank you, J.
And they really love you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let him slide for that. Dog.
Yeah, I'm letting that one off too.
That's what you cool with me, bro. I'm gonna let you slide.
Well, Poppy.
Yeah.
Well, Poppy can do it like that.
James and Kyle are jealous.
Don't be jealous because the Latin dudes get it in on the Sheryl Underwood show.
As soon as I'm done, you can get it in. Brother.
That's all I'm talking about. Well, I think we need to do some There's No Business Like Show Business with Second and Stacey and Glenda the Good Witch, because I never want the show to get too heavy. And thank you, corporate, for bringing that statement to our attention. You did an excellent job with that. We applaud you for your diligence.
And corporate, can you bring some greens in next time, please?
Niggas get hard. I'm gonna be emailing Glenda like, girl, the show was fun. You missed it.
Okay. Oh my God!
I miss you, girl. You was cool.
Can I tell you what's hilarious? And when it makes white Jim Kelly get up and go start working the more, that's when you've killed it. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm sorry. That was excellent. I'm sorry. Okay, so I hear let's do oh, wait a minute. Look, we can't do that one first. Let's do
Kanye.
no, we can't do that one first.
Which one?
Let's I hear that Desperate Housewives is possibly canceled. Is that
Really?
true?
Desperate Housewives?
I didn't
That's
hear
what
that.
I heard.
Well, I
Yeah,
ain't
Go
watched
to the
it, so.
internet. I heard
I heard of, it was like very small talk is what I heard. I didn't hear
Really?
if it was. I don't know if it's that certain, and I don't know if that's certain
Really?
or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it might be canceled. Some crack research
Why?
team.
I thought
Go
it'd be
to-
close to their last season anyways, isn't it?
Expensive to produce, I would think.
And I have
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
stopped watching it, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
so.
I got like 10 saved on TiVo, so
Really?
I'm like, I haven't had a chance because
Yeah.
it's not been a show that I've been really
one to watch.
Yeah,
Y'all
for the
fault.
past.
That's what it is.
Did you watch
Right.
Basketball Wives? Did everybody watch Basketball Wives? What'd you think, Glenda? You go first. You go first.
Okay, I know last week I was up in arms about the fact that Eric Williams threw that drink in Jennifer's face, and last night after seeing Jennifer throw a drink toward
Toward him.
Eric,
Right.
I can see his reaction. I don't approve his reaction because he was kind of
Yeah.
hate. It was like his he tossed that water in her filled with hatred and malice.
So
but
you kind of overreacted, right?
I just a little.
And, they didn't show whether it hit him or not.
It didn't hit him. I think it splashed.
Y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. You missing it. You let that go over your head.
He still. It was like.
Put down the drink. Put down the drink.
Hatred in that toss. I know. James has a glass of water over there.
Okay, so wait a minute. But his, from what it looked like, his splatter was on his shoulder,
on his shirt,
and
like at the bottom of his shirt.
Right, and he's taller,
extremely tall.
So it looked like she just kind of
threw it over, and it splashed.
Right,
because she was on another radio station, saying that of course she's not going to throw it at him. She tossed it in his direction, and she's.
But that's still funky, though.
It's funky.
Fellas, don't you think that's funky?
For that, yeah.
You would have threw a drink in her face,
but what? Not in her face. Come on now. I think that was what she did against what he did.
Well, can I tell you my problem with the drink in the face? Mm-hmm. You sat there and watched him pick up your drink.
It was so quick, Cheryl. You saw how quick that was.
You can't pick up my drink. I was sorry.
Quick. I don't
the 7 I got in front of me, I'll be damned. Stacey, you have drank with me. Have you ever seen me let somebody pick up my drink?
You don't let nobody come around and 4 drinks you got in front of you.
I said 7. She said 4. Thank you, girl.
Now, what I also thought was silly as hell was that divorce party. I thought that was silly.
Oh, I didn't like it.
And the cake for Jennifer.
Okay, tell what happened. Tell what happened, Glenda. Tell what happened, Glenda.
Jennifer had a divorce party, and they also had a cake made at the divorce party, and the cake was of her holding his head, where she cut his head off, and his body was laying at the bottom of the cake, and down the front of the cake was like a cherry filling, like blood dripping. It was just ridiculous.
And a basketball. It was
his basketball was his balls.
The
basketball was his balls, and she started stabbing the basketball with a knife.
That basketball is the reason why she's on the show.
Right.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
She would be broke if not for that basketball.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Wait a minute, Stacey, did you see how his boy, when they was talking in the beginning, his boy was
co-signing everything? That's right. I don't care what he said. Why is she famous in the first place? Because of you. Why in the world she thinks she getting all popular?
Oh, it was
Who set her up in that house?
You.
Where she get her money from?
You did.
That heifer wouldn't be nothing without her.
That's right.
And you know what? He made a comment about if she, let me have my name back and continue my legacy. And I said, I wish I had a DVR because I would have rewound that. I think he has a baby out there somewhere, and it was said a while back that he had a little love child, a little boy.
So that's why she divorced him. But what legacy is he? Is Eric Williams?
There's no legacy.
Lumphead, knothead.
Well, the little boy, the baby.
Probably stopped at Providence.
I thought that was his nickname. Wasn't it Lumphead, knothead?
Legacy,
Eric,
legacy lump.
It's some head, some knothead.
What is that? Is that a cyst or something?
And then a piece of
that's what they said
knife
last week.
chip.
Got stabbed by the knife. Didn't you say?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, he said he was stabbed when he was younger, and I guess it left us some sort of keloid or something there. He never had it removed. He wants to keep it there.
Yes, in memory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Crack Research Team has found out that the final season of Desperate Housewives starts when? September 25th.
Oh, wow. It is the final season?
Wow. I'm telling you, we got to crack research. That's what I'm telling you.
Know,
all of August. Ask us what you feel.
They be on it.
Okay, so wait a minute. So give us a call at 855-369-9898. Okay, wait a minute. Now, the other part about this Shawnee doing the shoes at Chinese Laundry.
Oh, my God.
What'd she do?
Okay, well,
It's so weird.
Shoe line.
She has a new shoe. I guess she's going to have a new shoe line coming out.
She won't be Jessica Simpson. That girl's a beast with the shoe.
Under Chinese Laundry. Chinese Laundry doesn't.
No, she got
they
earrings.
don't have the best earrings. You hear baby say earrings.
I'm sorry.
They don't have the best shoes.
I don't know if they fit. Maybe I got to go up maybe 2 sizes up. Because they're so
cheap.
If
you got to go 2 sizes.
We already talked about boys. Now let's go Chinese Laundry. What are we gonna talk?
Oh well.
Right. But sometimes a certain type of shoe when it's not made sturdy. It's not a sturdy
Chinese Laundry proved to the Sheryl Underwood show that your shoes aren't cheap.
Send us a whole bunch of shoes.
Sunset Boulevard.
8.5.
8.5, 7s. What you getting, Glenda?
I need
Diva
a size
style.
5.
Diva
Size
style.
9.5.
Wait a minute. Twitter at Alexis So Zandria. Is that Zandria? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry, darling, if I'm not. 2 months ago, a group of friends and I needed a ride home. Limo driver said he don't drive black people around. Wow. Okay, I'm long.
Where is she from?
Where are you? Where are you?
She didn't say.
Alexis, Alex Sozandria. tell us what area of the country you're in.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute now. Okay, so we got. I didn't like the divorce party either.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like the divorce party.
And then her tonguing down that guy, the new guy she's dating.
See, I don't even know if that guy is
ridiculous.
Okay,
is
it me?
That's Shaq's woman
I studied
doing
him.
No, not Shawnee, but
I studied him for a while.
Girl.
I know where you're going. I studied him for a little while.
He's a friend of Al Reynolds.
Yeah.
Let's go there, Stacey.
Okay.
Let's all three of us.
Friend
Thank you. Okay.
But when I saw that, I said, okay, let me watch him for a minute.
He's got that old Caesar.
I didn't like the Caesar.
Yeah,
like
everybody can't rock that. Only person
straight.
that can rock that can still be a straight man is Christopher Williams. Hey, Christopher Williams. You know, he's the only one.
I believe he's straight though.
You think so?
It was something about
and then he showed his 6-packs.
I was like, okay,
in public in the restaurant.
I think he was trying to impress. I think he was trying to impress the ladies.
Just a little something.
Just a
little
much.
And he had tattoos that were supposed to be general.
I didn't like when he apologized to her. So that was really meant for you. But since they I'm like, no, if it was for her, then why you take your damn shirt off?
Right, that should be in the privacy of their own place. And then him helping. I said to myself, and not that Jennifer's looking for a husband again, but I thought to myself, why do you want your future, whatever this man might be to you, to see you having a damn divorce party and this silly cake?
Well, I think she said it earlier in the show that she really just wanted to get laid.
Well, and I hope that's what it is.
Is that what it takes? Cake and a knife?
Yeah.
She had the condoms ready.
That's how those girls roll.
Really?
Yeah.
I should get cake.
Yeah, it was just.
She
said she just wanted to have fun.
It was. That divorce party was a bit much though.
Okay, wait a minute. While we talking about TV shows, did anybody watch Entourage?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay, what'd you think about it? Watch it, Kelly.
It was okay. It was better than last week's though.
Yeah, man, it grows
please
every
don't tell
week.
me.
It gets
I
better.
was so excited I wanted to watch it so bad. My damn hotel room TV did not work.
Did not record it?
My hotel room TV didn't work. I was furious.
I would have been hot as
I'm actually
fish grease.
sending the email to these people right now, like
saying I miss Entourage.
I think it's HBO something where you can watch it.
I need to.
It's on there, but I thought it was very, very good, and it was provocative. You couldn't see exactly.
I
what
was shocked when the guy
pulled
up
right now.
Were you watching it at the end? I'm like, sure, can't we even watch this?
Yeah,
what happened at the end?
Yeah, I did. And matter of fact, I felt it coming.
You did.
And so I TiVoed through it real fast, and then I ran it back real fast so I could see it, but I didn't really see it.
I really kind of want Turtle to gain at least maybe 10 more pounds.
No, he looks great right now.
I like him. I like
not
him better
that man
thick.
love thing, but
I know I like him better thick.
Really?
Thick. I like him
a lot of
better
weight.
thick. He's got nice. I like him better thick. I don't know what it is. It's something about. He looks.
He's not
okay
a turtle.
Now. No, he's not.
He's now like an eel.
But he's still. I mean, he was sexy when he was
he's
sick
a snake
to me.
or something.
Yeah, I like turtles.
He's an iguana. He's a gecko. He's not a turtle.
No.
Hey, wait a minute. Okay, let me make sure I got it right. Okay, so wait, Entourage, basketball wise.
Just unsung.
Which one? The DeBarges?
I saw the DeBarge.
Oh my God. Can I tell you? I still love him, and I'm taping, or I taped the Soul Train Awards.
Okay.
Soul Train Awards on Centric, and he sang to Anita Baker. Oh my God, he's so fantastic. El DeBarge, I will love you forever, ever, ever. He was fantastic. He sang an Anita Baker song. I think it was Sweet Love,
Okay.
On this year's Soul Train.
Oh, yeah, I recall that.
He looks phenomenal. Oh, my God. He's gorgeous.
Every little thing you do.
Oh, my
the
God.
way you comb your hair.
Man, you almost got that falsetto down.
It's the thing about it, Cheryl. She's just there with a little butchering. Just there and it's butchering.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
Truckers, please.
There are dogs all over the country hollering right about it. Duke in the truck. That's how.
Landon, taking the earphones. They're taking the earphones off their ears like it's too much, Stacey. It's too much.
Wait a minute. Twitter at Davies World said what Eric did to Jennifer was uncalled for. Is he retarded or what?
It was just a punk move. I think it was just a punk move.
His
I thought it was good TV.
His rationale this morning, he was heard saying that she disrespected his mom, and so that's what really.
He lied.
In the beginning, well,
hey, that's the oldest trick in the book.
But
in the beginning, she did.
But she did. But yeah, she did disrespect his mom. But as a wife, you want your man to at least try to find a balance.
I know exactly what she meant because I experienced some of that, and to this day, I don't talk to none of them. None of them. None of them.
Let me just say this. Wait a minute. Let me get the time right. What you still got that?
8:20.
Okay, she is in Chicago's Alex Alexandria. She's in. She's.
Oh wow.
Did she say it was okay if we could say where she was? Okay, she's in Chicago.
Not the exact
And
address.
said 2 months ago.
Wow.
Cross the street. So 2 months ago, a group of friends and I needed a ride home, and limo driver said he don't drive black people around.
Wow.
That's what he said. Hey, when we come back after this break, I'm going to tell you about my mother-in-law story when I thought exactly what she thought, but now that I'm older, I think differently.
Okay.
We're going to hear this. And we got more There's No Business Like Show Business with Glenda the Good Witch and Succulent Stacy. And then after that, Colin Kelly going to talk sports. You think it's good now. It's going to be even better once Colin Kelly jump in and talk a little bit of sports. We'll be right back for more Sheryl Underwood Show after this break.
They just had problems on the road.
I heard.
Yeah.
Who did?
Kanye and Jay.
I think that's creative differences. All geniuses have stuff.
Kanye wanted it to be all big and everything, and Jay was like, "No, keep it on the low."
He's a businessman, but that was Otis by Kanye West and Jay-Z. What's the new album? What's the new CD called?
The Throne?
The Throne.
Throne. That's tight. That's
Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne. Watch it or wash it.
Watch the Throne.
Okay, y'all need crack research team, find out where we can get that, because I want to download all of that so I know all the lyrics. And we need to break hits on this show. This was one of the best shows. I'm going to go ahead and pat my team on the back now, because we had great conversation, but we also had diversity of music. We playing Sticks,
Right.
and Kanye and Jay-Z,
Right.
and
On the
Katy
same
Perry.
show.
Nobody does, and Katy Perry. Nobody does that. That's America. That's what America's all about. See, we can stop hate crime if everybody would just start thinking about what we have in common and what we love. So wait a minute. You say the only way we can get it right now is who on iTunes? Apples.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's. Okay. Corporate.
why.
Listen to my voice. Bum rush apples.
That's why the Apple stock is $3.74.
That's right,
now,
baby.
Cheryl.
It's going down. It's the takeover. We'll get all that Jay-Z and Kanye. It's the takeover. Crush them. Show what America's about. Okay, so wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay, so Big Boy got what? A dog did what to Big Boy?
Big Boy in the morning, Big Boy?
Big Boy from the musical group Outkast.
Oh, okay.
Police say a canine dog smelled drugs on Grammy-winning Outkast rapper Big Boy as he was getting off a cruise ship in Miami.
And what's funny is that you can see the dogs when you get off.
He was high.
You can see them though.
He was on
When
vacation.
That's a
That's what
long
it's supposed to
line of folks when
Yeah.
you coming off them cruise ship, and you can see that the dogs are sniffing folks up front. What the hell was he thinking? Like,
What he gonna do, Stacey? What he gonna do? He gotta get off the boat.
Ass and back on that ship and put his shit in his room, because the dogs don't come on the boat.
But
Yeah, because I bagged up at the the checkpoints when you're driving. I have saw their asses down the block and would bag my car all the way back down the street and go the opposite direction. Fuck the bullshit.
Okay.
I got warrants.
He must have been
And my
high.
shit is suspended.
Then they say that he had something with a possible alleged marijuana residue.
He was the 36-year-old rapper whose real name is Antoine Patton. They found ecstasy on him, Viagra.
Now, wait a
That's
minute.
normal.
Is that a drug?
Viagra? Hold on, wait.
And a
Ding,
cigarette.
wait, stop. So the ecstasy does what and the Viagra does what?
For real.
Charlie.
Well, you already know it was going down. Ecstasy gets
That'd be a party.
Get you
Really?
Get you,
Oh, yeah.
Loving,
happy,
you aroused.
ready.
aroused and
Viagra
ready.
get you hard.
So okay, so wait a minute.
Not that I
So what
really
do you take?
know.
You know,
Well,
because you's the supplier. The dog looking at you like, I'm a bark. You ready? You ready? I'm a bark. Because you the supplier.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, wait a minute. So you take the ecstasy first. Ecstasy
in
Take
the
the
mood.
ecstasy
Right.
first.
we'll put you in the mood.
to put you in the mood. Why wouldn't you already be in the mood?
You may not
You
be
the
in the mood.
crew.
You want to heighten the experience.
Oh.
You want to heighten the
Oh,
experience.
maybe
You thinking at
Sometimes
age
workaholics.
36 he wouldn't have that problem.
I
No, it ain't
know. Okay, wait a minute. So you take the ecstasy, Kyle.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
take the
And
ecstasy
then
to
what
get
happens?
get you in the mood, feeling extra, like Linda said, heightened.
Right.
Yes.
But then just because you
Hugging,
took
touching.
the ecstasy don't mean that you'll get that strong wood and the
Right.
4-hour wood.
Why don't you just use the KY jelly and explode?
But you got to get hard first.
Yeah, you may not be able to get hard.
He may not be able to get it hard.
Or you may not be
Really?
able to keep hard.
Oh.
But I think
Okay.
what got him was
I'm
the
lost.
marijuana residue they
Or-
found on his cigarette roller. That's what got him, I think.
So he goes up, gets hard, and then goes down. So the ecstasy up, excited.
Yes.
Viagra, hard. Marijuana, down.
That's a great vacation. I'd do that.
He was doing it, wasn't he?
So why don't they in ports where it's legal to do? Why don't they just sell that as a cigar or some after dinner
mint?
Yes, or after dinner.
They probably
treat.
do. You just can't bring it back in.
Right? Yeah, they need to do it if it's legal to do in some ports of call.
Right.
Why don't they just put it on a silver platter and bring it out and then bring out some dancing girls?
That would be a party.
Some what? Some dancing girls. Full service.
Too many
Not
Europeans
Jewish
on that
dancing
cruise
girl. We're
boat.
gonna lose all the sponsors.
Why can't they be some strippers? Why they gotta be dancing girls?
Because we're classy here at the Foxxhole. Dancing girls. I love y'all. This is the best show in the world. On corporate, call us all the time because we love to hear from you. Okay, wait a minute. What am I missing?
What are we doing?
Okay, what are we missing? Okay,
we did
so we got the KY dolls. KY.
KY dolls.
I guess when he was busted.
Okay, what happened?
I guess
Sorry,
when he was busted, he said, "Shit, I thought they said it was the Love Boat."
That's
That's what he said.
That's
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Why is it illegal to have Viagra?
No,
that's what I want.
No, I think it was the marijuana that got it.
The
They got
marijuana
it.
But I've heard you have to have like a medical thing for Viagra.
No,
No?
no.
No.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Really?
I heard a football player got busted for it.
For Viagra?
Yeah.
Hey, call us, Crack Research Team. Is it illegal to have Viagra?
Or maybe you have
Without
to
a
have a
prescription.
prescription showing that.
Oh, you
But
can't just
why?
buy a bootleg off the
Why?
street like you do, Stacey?
Yeah, I get my bootleg. Get mine on at the
Show that.
Slauson swap me.
Got them blue pills. Got them blue pills.
And you be giving
Shit,
people.
you can get it in a nail shop.
You be giving people NyQuil. It's blue, ain't it?
Got that blue pill. Got
Show
that blue pill.
that. Okay,
You
wait
want
a
your
minute.
nail did with that blue pill?
Before we go to box
Okay,
office.
wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all tagging each other. First you do the disabled Corky, and now you do the Chinese.
You want your nail did?
What you got?
No, I want to say before we go to box office, the United Negro College Fund will be hosting its annual star-studded event, An Evening with Stars in Pasadena, California, August 14th for the 33rd year in a row. And they have a star-studded lineup: Patti LaBelle, Jill Scott, Marsha Ambrosius, Estelle, Music Soul Child, and Miguel will be lighting the
Are you
stage
missing one star
with
that's gonna be
fabulous
there?
performances, all in the name of education.
That's right.
Other guest appearances include
Is that in the press release?
the lovely Sheryl Underwood.
Is that in the press release?
Tatiana Ali, Jose Sanchez, Pooch Hall, Jill Marie Jones, Monique Jackson, and Keita Williams, Sean Robinson, Kenny Smith, Brian White, and several others.
Wow, that is fantastic. I
Yes.
did not know I was in the press release. I have been trying so hard to lose weight, but nothing is going down in my stomach. But that's why I want to thank Nordstrom for helping me get my undergarments together. And St. John's, I had about 3 dresses that I still can possibly get into, and one that we had custom made cut. And I think Steve Madden got Steve Madden or St. John and Marciano.
Marciano. Guess Marciano?
Yeah, got my shoes, man. These used to be $625
Nice.
shoes. They down $225. I think
wow.
either $525. I think no
Wow.
$525.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out. Remember when I bought them? But this is all stuff that I had, so my accountant can't be mad.
Nordstrom's has some really.
That's where I got them
that's
from.
the only place I
That's
get
where
my
I got
underwear.
That's where I
Yes,
got. Oh my
Nordstrom's.
God! Can I
Really?
tell you something? I'm wearing some underwear right now.
I like Felina. You
I
ever
will
try
never
Felina?
take these
Felina's
off.
nice.
No,
Love Felina.
DKNY is having a fantastic sale.
Oh, really?
I will never take these off, and they
We
fold.
need sponsors.
Sponsors. Holla at your
There's a
girl.
Barney
Can I just
sale.
say this before we leave out of
Uh-huh.
entertainment? That Cat
Oh.
Williams, did you hear about?
Oh, wait a
yeah.
minute. Before you do that, also Dale McDonald, we're gonna try a new look. Dale McDonald and I are gonna try a new look, not just for that, but for the hoodie awards as well. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. You go to Cat, then we'll go to that. Tell them, hold on, just for a second. What you got?
Cat Williams was at the Ontario.
Okay, what happened?
He basically got belligerent on stage, and they kicked him off his own show.
What?
He had 2
Ah,
shows.
What happened?
From what I hear from, I guess, Mauricio, he
Mauricio
said,
Vance?
he said that he was doing new material, and he was getting into arguments with the crowd, and so the club didn't like it, and he didn't end up. They didn't allow him to come back into the club on the second show. So.
Wow. So was the
They
new
called the
material not
cops.
working?
You know, they didn't like, he's already had problems with your boy in Ontario.
They said he got belligerent toward the crowd. So I mean, what the hell is that? Is that not some black comedies? A lot of black comedies do that.
According to the intranet, Cat is allegedly having problems in a lot of places. Where one place he did push-ups, came out, was incoherent, and then walked back off. And it was somewhere in, I think, El Paso or some odd location. Go to intranet. Are we saying the wrong number?
At a comedy club in El Paso?
No, I thought it was a venue, a theater of some sort. You know what? I'm going to say this, and I don't know if anybody agrees with me. I really pray and wish him well.
Yes.
And I really hope that he comes back to the guy that he used to be, the fun guy, the cat in the hat that we used to know, the Cat Williams, the Money Mike, the guy. And whatever's going on with your cat, we still going to love you regardless. We just hope, get it together. If you need to call Dr. Drew, like I called Dr. Drew.
You called Dr. Drew?
Yeah, well, I saw Dr. Drew at a radio station. I'll tell you about that next Tuesday. Remind me, Crack Research Team, I can tell my Dr. Drew story. I don't think I'd be where I am today if it wasn't for Dr. Drew's advice and counsel.
Wow.
He did. It was a wonderful thing, and he didn't even know me. He just clarified some things for me. Do we have time to do this? Let me see what time we got. Okay, watch this. Here we go. Number 20, X-Men First Class. Number 19, Mr. Popper's Penguins. These are the top billion box office charts.
Only the top 20.
That's right. 18, Pirates of the Caribbean, starring Prince and Johnny Depp. Number 17, Kung Fu Panda 2. 16, Sarah's Key. 15, Bridesmaid. Very good movie. Big ups to all the sisters in there that was holding it down in comedy. 14, Winnie the Pooh. 13, Midnight in Paris. 12, Cars 2. 11, Zookeeper. 10, Transformers Dark of the Moon. 9, Horrible Bosses. 8, Friends with Benefits. 7, Crazy Stupid Love. Keep going to see this over and over again so we can keep romantic comedies live. 6, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. So there was a Part 1. Did I miss?
No, I missed the Part 1.
Every time they say that, I want to know that. And then somebody needs to tell me what happened to Ralph Fiennes. Did his nose fall off and does he die in the movie? Somebody can Twitter me that. Number 5, a movie that should stay number 1 forever. Captain America. The first Avenger, baby. In your face. America rules all the time. Number 4, The Change Up, which I'm gonna wait for a video.
4. I heard that was really not doing well.
Yeah, but you know what? It's one of them movies that two people that you really like. That you like, but you don't know why you like.
One of those lightning strikes in their personality.
Go together.
Sounds like a Disney movie.
Freaky Friday and stuff like that.
Right, exactly.
Number 3, Cowboys and Aliens, which is a movie I want to see, but I'm scared to see it because the people be all hanging up and everything. But I love westerns, and I love Harrison Ford. They say Harrison Ford plays kind of a bad guy in this one, not all the way bad guy, but Daniel Craig, as they said, is phenomenal. If you love westerns and you love space movies, they said go see this. But I'm gonna wait for the video so somebody can tell me what happens at the end because I don't like scary movies. Number 2, The Smurfs. Great dance, by the way, from the 80s.
Yes.
And then that's when we doing the Smurfs. Back then.
Yeah, I remember that dance.
And the number 1 movie that I got a great joke, but nobody likes for me to tell.
Roll.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is when the apes was babies.
This one.
Yeah, this was the beginning when the apes was babies,
gotcha.
and the dude from Lord of the Rings that played the little thing, the little ugly thing, the ugly big eye boy thing. The same actor that does him does the face of the primate. So that's how they got his moves and everything. But I really want to see this, but I want somebody to go see Rise of the Planet of the Apes for me to tell me do any of the apes get killed? Because I don't like to watch any movie where an animal gets killed in it. But I have a hell of a good joke in this. Okay, ready my joke?
Okay.
Ready.
I was supposed to be in the Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but they told me that shit too realistic.
Sure, that's not funny.
Why you laugh? Okay, come on, that ain't a funny joke. Nobody likes to hear me tell that joke.
No, it's not funny.
What?
No.
Why?
No.
Okay.
I like the Wesley Snipes joke.
You like Wesley Snipes?
But
he
I
was
like
so
this
mad
joke.
at me.
I like them both.
You like Planet of the
I
Apes?
like the
Wesley.
Planet.
Okay, ready? Kyle.
I like
liked it.
You liked it? It was
It's
funny,
funny.
huh? Okay, why
I bet you got it.
Yeah, it was great.
Have you
Thank
tried
you.
it on stage yet?
I tried it on my other job, and first they got a little cricket on me, and then everybody started hitting me on like that's hilarious. I can tell when they go cricket on me,
Right.
because nobody wants me to talk about
Too
the
real.
But here's the thing. I don't mind people talking about me. Like some people say stuff about me on Twitter, and do you all ever do this where I search my own name to see what they're talking about?
I do
searched
that.
your name last week.
Did you search
see
my name?
what you was talking about, And them niggas was hating.
People do be hating.
Oh,
Like
really?
one
Don't
girl, I
they?
was kind of mad, but not you, but I happened to notice one time on Twitter where they said Kim Whitley always playing hoes. So I had to tweet her and say Kim Whitley plays other shit other than hoes. And
Right.
look at this, you know.
But see, that's good.
I'd be on the internet all day defending my friends if I had
That's right,
to.
because of the way they treat. What do you think, Kyle?
No, that was the day we was talking about Flex's commercial. Because I thought, wow, why is Flex doing the Verizon Wireless?
Right.
And then I looked, and it was like $1 million. Why is Flex doing the Verizon
Right.
Wireless?
And I said I was proud of
Wait
him.
a minute. It's a lot of money in the
and
commercial.
a lot of money in those commercials.
A lot of
I was
money.
proud of
But the
him.
point of view was he went from his own show to a commercial that
He
you
had a
auditioned
family
for,
to feed.
not as a spokesman. You know what I mean? Anyway, the point was it was that day. So
I'm happy to see
I
the brother
said,
making
let
money.
me look to see what they say on my girl, and I was just like, oh my god.
They use my name as an adjective.
I happened upon They do. They do.
Your Sheryl Underwood looking ass.
Right. I noticed that, and I happened upon you and a girl one day going back and forth.
we was. Yep.
A young girl.
Yep.
And I was like, I want to get in this so bad.
You
And I-
can, but I want
can.
people to jump in. I want everybody. You so stupid. All of us together, naked with oil, huh? And pineapples.
That'll work.
Yeah, juicy, good pineapple with the pineapple juice ooze down your mouth.
It's a party.
Yeah, and then somebody licks the pineapple juice. Me and you are here. Me and you, White Jim Kelly, we're here. But here's the thing. I want everybody to get in the middle of those types of discussions. Because what I was trying to tell the young girl was, I don't mind you talking about me, but why are you using me?
Right.
Find something else to talk about. But then they think that I'm mad because they say it. My thing is, if I see you, I'm going to talk about you.
Right.
Better joke. You need to get a better joke.
Right.
I told that Wesley Snipes joke long before y'all even thought about
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Why are you using my name as an adjective of someone looking ass that's supposed to be
Right.
unattractive? Then I want all my Twitters to jump in. So if you think that Sheryl Underwood is paid and a baller and you love me, jump in at her. If you think that I ain't shit, that I ain't nothing, then I want you to go ahead and say what you feel. But I will be doing a search of my name periodically to hear what you're saying about me. To go,
just like, nah, I
Like,
didn't
do
like
you
that.
really have time? Like, I remember Sherry Shepherd. She used to get into arguments all the time
Oh,
on
Lord,
the
I noticed
internet,
that.
back and forth
Yeah.
with like fans. I'm like, really? It's like they don't really have a life, and you guys do.
And that fuels them. They get a high. Off
well, they
the fact
need
that
it.
they
Well, I
give
think
them
some
the
people.
attention.
Matter of fact, next week, write that
You'll
down.
never win that.
Write it down because I think some people. Why you didn't say happy birthday to me? Can I get a shout out?
God, I
and stuff
see
like
that a
that.
lot.
And then I'll retweet stuff, and sometimes I'll do it. But that's why you're on Twitter.
right
To interact with
to
them.
interact with people. I
That's
agree
right.
with you.
And there's certain discussion you can't have. If we don't agree, if somebody says, was it a hate crime for that black man to be run over by a group of white teenagers that allegedly said,
want people
let's
to
go back,
respond.
then you're going to argue back and forward on that. So what's the problem with arguing back and forward on yourself? And to Kyle, I know that everybody loves me, because and I love me, but I also think that people have a right to say certain things about me because I'm a public entity, and I got to get a thicker skin because when you see me on the hoodies when they tape that footage and I'm trying to hold my stomach in and I got my Spanx on, it's going down. When you see me at UNCF and I'm trying to do the same thing, that's why I got 5 dresses in the car when I was really only planning on wearing one of them because I haven't lost enough weight. You got a right to say, whoa, what is Sheryl, 9 months pregnant? Go with the joke. Just remember that a certain amount of that hurts a celebrity's feelings, but enough of that lets us know we're still relevant. We're going to take this break, and then we got a caller that's very important, not just to this show, but to this network and to comedy, wants to call in and say a couple of things. And don't forget, we still going to do Colin Kelly Talk Sports, and we've already done X-Men in the Series, Sex Men in the Series. So, but we're going to talk about that some more. Oh, ooh, and speaking of sex,
I know.
I'm still not giving it up to that person, but anybody else could get it because it don't mean nothing when you get it.
I'd dump you.
Okay.
Keep it real, Jim Kelly.
After this one. Why would you dump me?
All these songs gonna make me break down and call.
This is one of my
Simply.
favorite songs.
Go
This
ahead
is a
and call
song
me.
I
It's
requested.
Maxwell, right?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs.
waiting
Which
for
one
me.
is this?
This
I
is
want
Woman's Worth.
Yeah.
I'm worth
Worth.
a lot. but
Work.
You better not throw a damn drink in my face. We'll be right back.
That's why I wanted them to play it.
You would break up with me like this. Yeah, go ahead and play that Jackie Wilson. It's higher. Can I tell you something? I could put all these songs on the love tape and give them to someone,
Oh, yeah, sure.
and they would say exactly how I feel right now.
I just ate.
Go on with that girl. No, not that
Not that one, no. Dang. like this, people. Right?
You know what, Cheryl?
Huh?
I was reading about Jackie Wilson this weekend because Michael Jackson said that was one of his biggest inspirations.
Yes.
Jackie
Everybody
Wilson
want to be
was
Jackie
amazing.
Wilson. Yeah.
He was amazing.
Everybody when everybody's growing up, everybody want to be. He was Mr. Excitement, I thought.
Yeah, Mr. Excitement, the Black Elvis.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be Jackie Wilson. They wanted to dance like him. They wanted to have his finesse. His, to me, he was the first guy that could sing ballads and fast records.
My grandmother was in love.
What was the
with
difference?
him.
Because I love Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke. What was the difference to somebody back then? Like, who was Jackie Wilson? Who was Sam Cooke? I know their music.
Oh, you mean nowadays?
Back
Sam
then.
Cooke is, to me, Sam Cooke was a balladeer who could sing.
Modern day, like a Luther, sort of.
Yes, he would have been Luther.
He would have been Luther.
And who was Jackie Wilson?
Usher. Yes. Yes, exactly.
Very good.
Man, we deep. Twitter that.
So,
Twitter that. And let everybody fight it out.
They wasn't really in the same lane then.
They were and they weren't, because almost all the black singers had to sing in certain things, but I would say they were all coming together, kind of friendly competitors and everything like that. Do me a favor also, speaking of entertainment, yes, we'll be back in Fayetteville at the Doubletree, Cedar Creek Road.
Oh, that went down last week.
Oh, did you have a great time?
Oh my God, the crowd was like 500 some people up in there.
Yeah, it was cool.
Fayetteville, thanks for coming out. That was hot.
And we're gonna do it again. Kyle, you coming back for the
I gotta see.
Yeah, check out if you're coming back for the ladies pamper party.
Ooh, I'll go.
I'll go to that ladies pamper party. But we had great comedy. But this week we're having Glenn Jones. It's the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today party. Glenn Jones, Goldie from Flavor Love. She's getting her comedy game, so she's gonna do a little comedy. Danny Ragland.
Danny Rag.
Danny Rag, member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity,
The
great
singer,
comedian.
Glenn Jones?
Glenn Jones gonna sing. Yeah, and I brought him in special just to sing one song to someone, even if he's not in the room or not. So anyway,
sipping ain't easy, but it's
necessary. I know, such a sucker. Okay, but it's gonna be a great show. Let's take this phone call because he's been holding. And I thank him for holding. Is Lewis? Are you on the phone?
Yeah, hey Cheryl, Lewis,
hey,
how are you?
Doing great. What's up, babe?
Yeah, hello, Glenda. Hello, Jim and Kelly.
Lewis?
Hello, Kyle, and hello, Stacy. How you guys doing?
Good, Lewis.
Cheryl, I've been listening to the show, and that's BS. I tried to hit you. You fine, so don't even go there. All right, it's a different level.
He admitted it. That's good. He admitted he tried to hit that.
Oh yeah, no. And the reason I tried to hit it is because of her intelligence and her beauty. So that's all. And she was brown. So let's get that right first. So all these punks talking trash, that's because they would if they had a shot. That's all.
Okay.
And to speak to your point about comics, you know how weak we are. Some of us are so weak we can't come up with a joke, so you have to go to somebody's looks or something like that. That's all.
Yeah.
So that's just lack of putting your work in the mic. That's all. We call it Comedy 101.
Absolutely. When are you going to come sit in on our show?
I'd love to come to but you were talking about racism, and I am standing in front of Pasco's restaurant at Castleberry Inn in Atlanta. Which Dr. King and Young and all of them would meet and talk about the civil rights. And the racism is alive. It's very much alive. I'm dropping my son off at Morehouse to begin his college career.
Congratulations.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And we're really excited. I leave tomorrow, but he starts football camp tomorrow, and we're excited. Our family's excited. But we dealt with racism coming here on the plane.
Really?
What happened?
Yes. The woman decided that my son, who was not sagging at all, had his hat on. He did not hear her with the headphones, and his headphones were off because we have to fly with our headphones on, but they're off because the ears pop. So what I taught him is to put the cord right on his lap so she could see the cord's not plugged in. So she actually grabbed him and said, grab the headset. I said, turn it off, boy. That's what she said.
Yeah.
And I said, excuse me, miss, I know you old and you work for Delta. But this is a young man heading to college, and if you had paid attention to your job, you'd see that the cord is right there. Now, if I were you, miss, since you're FAA, and I can't say what I want, but please do not touch my son again. And then they got the nerve to say, I'm sorry, I cursed. Oh, my God.
That's okay. What happened?
Just got real.
That's right. That's right. What happened?
I'm sorry, I cursed. Wow. Because she then said, is that your son? Legitimately, as if he's an illegitimate child. I'm sorry, that's what made me curse. But that's in the airline. I don't want to mention it, but it was Delta.
I don't want to mention it first. And then what happened?
And then you can't say nothing else. I can't get in a fight with her because then I'm going to jail. We're
Right.
I'm in charge. I just had to say my piece and shut up because she waited for me because then all of a sudden 2 other stewardess or air people came. So now they're waiting for me to act the fool when we can't.
That's right. Yep. That's right. Yeah, they were waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can stay the point, son, but afterwards you can't keep going because you will get arrested.
So she wanted to legitimize her. Do you feel she wanted to legitimize or validate her ignorance by her authority as having the ability to pull you off the plane or have air marshals come on and take you off the plane?
Right. Yeah. So I'm with Glenda the whole way. It's just wrong, and we have to teach our kids how to deal with it. But I really appreciate your show, Cheryl. I really do. Just your intelligence.
Well,
and I don't know why you still got the white boy on, but hey, that's all right.
I miss you too, Louis.
Wow. Can we all just get along?
I know. Hey, you can't mess with white Jim Kelly like that.
No.
He is part of our family.
Resident black boy.
That's right.
So Louis, you at my stuff. So yeah.
He really called in to say he was going to be at where you hosting.
Where you hosting, Louis? And I was trying to put Kyle on blast if he come down there on the air.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want to come down, Louis.
Me
what
and
night
White
is
Jim
it?
Kelly coming down there.
It's tomorrow night. It's
tomorrow night. So
Louis,
it's always Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, yeah.
Wednesday night. Louis, I'll have you know that a friend called today and said they had friends coming in town. They wanted to have something to do. And I said, oh, well, tomorrow night you can go to Maverick's Flat. One of the hosts, he does something down there.
I can't go tomorrow, but I'm going to go.
Hey, Louis, I want to, can I get your information? I want to bring somebody down there who's kind of breaking back into stand-up.
Yourself.
Oh, no, anybody.
Can I hit you? Yes, I don't want to say it's me until I have a good set. You see how I was trying to get it out? Oh, busted.
Hey, Louis, hold on. Wait, I want you to stay in this segment because we're gonna try to get it in real fast. Colin Kelly, what little bit of sports you got?
Well, White Jim Kelly, you want to talk about the NFL getting back?
Yeah, did you hear that, Louis? They voted to approve the AEG project to have build a stadium downtown.
What? Okay, they did it right.
Nice.
And no tax dollars being used. None of our own money.
Some part, I believe, on the convention center.
So man, should have brought a condo down there with
But it's going to be where the convention center is, right?
Now they're tearing down a portion of the convention center.
Right. Yeah, they're going to tear down a little bit, rebuild that back up, and right around there somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so wait a minute, but it's contingent on a team moving, and they said they'd like to look at the
Yeah.
Chargers.
Ugh, that's
they
who I
want to
would
look
think.
at who else?
LA
Chargers.
Minnesota, Jacksonville, a lot of other things, but those guys that'd be pretty hard.
Yeah.
San Diego is not very hard
Okay, but Jacksonville can't. Why Jacksonville can't do it?
because it would be harder to get them because the state or the city of Jacksonville would try to fight it more than they would think something to do with San Diego.
And then who was the other one?
Minnesota.
Buffalo. I went Vikings.
Buffalo.
Buffalo Bills. The Bills?
Yeah.
Nah. That's too much history.
No.
Vikings. I wouldn't want to.
Well, you remember the Bills beat the LA Raiders for OJ. The Bills beat the LA Raiders before they tried to go to the Super Bowl back in the 90s. I don't want the Bills either.
Louis is cracking up.
No, that's too much history.
Cheryl.
What? That's history. OJ, and
Yeah.
What? I didn't mean football history.
That's funny. I love y'all.
Why is that funny? I don't know. Did I say something really intelligently humorous and missed it? Why is it funny?
You went back history. That's
Yeah, it's too much history with the Buffalo Bills.
And
Okay.
if you know sports, that's a big laugh because they lost 4 Super Bowls.
Okay, see, I'm on top of my game
yes.
a baby genius. Okay, so I did not say baby genius. So
Not baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
baby
Do you think it'll work here, Louis?
Corporate's on the phone. Jesus says I'm talking about.
Jim Kelly's like, can we get back to my segment, damn it?
You guys sound like
Louis
Louis.
Dix.
Hey.
On Friday. Oh my gosh.
Louis Dix, do you think that'll work? The
NFL will work in Los Angeles?
Yeah, definitely. We need to. It's true. Look, we went to see arena football. We went to see that football league that played at the Coliseum.
XFL. I don't think we can sell it out, Louis Dix. I don't think
It's
we'll
only
sell
like
it.
70,000 people. It's not like 90 or something.
They need
like
to
that.
build
but
a 50,000 seating.
Yeah, but you got to count in the 25,000 groupies that's going to come in.
That's hilarious.
And you know what? We'd probably get a Super Bowl
We'll
You know,
definitely
Oh
get
yeah,
Super Bowl. We'll
no,
definitely get
big time. They'll start rotating that like
Yeah.
as much as Miami now.
Yeah, because
Big time.
and what are we, number one? We're really the number one media market, even though they say New York is.
Well, the New York
We're
Stadium's
number
not
one
even in New
advertising
York.
market.
Really, it's in New
Right.
Jersey.
And their
So-
Super Bowl would not be as good as Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
but ours would be great because the weather would be fantastic.
It's part of the plan. It'll be in the rotation big time.
So what is the percentage of a chance that this will occur?
Oh,
it's gonna
high,
happen,
high.
yeah.
Because
Now
You talking about
the reason why I
90%?
say- Nah, well, I don't know the percentage, I guess. The reason why I say it's higher than, because I guess there's been talk about it for a long time. It got past that phase, and then AEG's backing up, and they're the biggest company that's really backed up anything like that, and the money that they're going to put down for it, I would say
It's going down.
80%.
I would say, 85, 90%. It's going down. Now that they voted today and they approved it, it's going down. I just hope we don't get the Chargers, please, Lord.
Why not?
Well, this is the thing. If we got a chance to get the Chargers or the Vikings, you got to think about it. Last time LA took a team, we got a team from San Diego, and we got a basketball team from Minneapolis. The basketball team from San Diego ain't been
Wow.
shit. Ain't never been shit.
So the Vikings is who we need because
who we
the
need.
Minnesota
That's
connects.
right. That's
Okay,
right.
so I
Like
got
the
two good
Lakers.
things to
Breaking
say.
it down.
Come on now.
See, that's why Kyle and Kelly do sports and we do entertainment, but I jump into everything. So I got two cool things to say at a bar. Can't get Buffalo Bills because they lost how many Super Bowls? You say four Super Bowls.
in a
That's
row.
history. And then we want to get the Vikings because of the Minnesota Lakers
and the
became the LA
Minnesota
Lakers,
Vikings,
and we be okay. I will be the bomb in bar
Just say
conversation.
Minneapolis Lakers.
The
Yeah,
Minneapolis
Minneapolis Lakers.
the Minneapolis Lakers and the Minnesota Vikings. I will be. You know what? And I got my Vivica on.
She got a Vivica, her makeup.
And my
She
makeup
ready.
is tight.
She gonna hurt somebody
and
this
I got a
weekend.
bra that fits
Uh-oh.
on.
It's
Oh my
going
God, I got the
down.
double D joint. It's going down. It's going down at the airport. See you at LAX because it's going down. Anybody sitting next to me in first class, it's going down.
Who's the bra bow?
Huh?
Who made the bra?
Was it a bra?
Something. I don't know what it is. But
Let me see.
y'all want to see?
I did
Yeah.
pull the titties
It's
out.
some
I've been
kind of
waiting for this.
We should tweet it.
Hey, Radio
Type
Land,
of
we about to see
Chantel.
Sheryl
That's
Underwood's
cute.
titties,
That's
y'all.
cute.
That
That's
is
cute.
cute.
And
I'm
you next.
telling you, it
I like
really
that.
fits really
And I
tight.
like the way the bottom is made. That
Now, did you
Yes,
the-
right.
Linda,
right.
let
Go
me
to
see
the
your
one at the
bra.
West
What kind
Side
of bra you got on?
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
we supposed to wrap up.
Yo-
What'd you say, Stacey?
Linda, your bra
Nobody
ain't
saw
cute.
your shirt. Did
Did
they
you go
see
to
your
the one
shirt?
at the West Side Pavilion?
Yeah, right up in there. They'll
Love
do
that
it. They'll
one.
measure. It's two young ladies. I'll give you the names tomorrow. Okay.
Linda's bra is ugly.
hey,
Show me.
Thank you, Louis Dix, for
I don't
calling in
have
our
on a
show.
bra, Kyle.
Thank you, each and
Exactly.
every one of our callers call in. Thank you, corporate, for keeping us on the straight and narrow.
Greens, please.
Glenda, where will you be?
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter and on Facebook under Glenda Redfield.
Stacey, where will you be?
You can find me on Twitter and on Facebook under Glenda Redfield.
Because your privacy
Because
settings.
my privacy
Well,
settings
I have to
are
accept
high.
you because other than that, you can't see my friends. I mean, I keep meaning to tell you that, Stacey. My friends are private.
Oh, then
Kyle.
you find me under
You
Kyle
will
then.
see
Where
me,
can we
Been at it.
KYLEERBY. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook. I'll be with Sheryl Underwood this weekend at the Hoodies in
At the
Vegas.
Hoodie
Come
Wars.
holler at your boy.
Yay!
And tomorrow night at the Ice House tonight at the
Yay!
Comedy Store.
You got a thing.
A sketch?
No. You got sketches on my site and on your site.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got something else. A thing. I forgot what they call it. A showcase.
Oh, showcase, yeah.
Good
Tomorrow
luck on
night.
your
Yeah,
showcase.
thank you.
Why, Jim Kelly, where can we find you?
James Kelly, KELLEY, Los Angeles, Facebook.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lil Cam Newton and TT, best producer in the world, Makeout Morgan, Super Scrotum Scott, Jacob the Man of God, everybody at XM Series, everybody at Fox King Management, everybody at the Foxxhole. You did a wonderful job. We are dedicating this not just to our country, not just to our president, but to the souls who rest in peace, who are now with God, those Navy SEALs that were shot down. We support your family, and we are praying for you. You are now with God. Your work is done. God bless America. This is Sheryl Underwood Show. Pray for our country. Good night.